Welcome back to week 6 of the 5k improvement series. So I had an absolute stinker last week, ended up having a week off. I had a rest day Monday, went for a run Tuesday with the dogs, with a view of doing the session on Wednesday, I think it might have been. And I just went man down really quickly. So Ariane went had a chest infection. You can probably tell I'm still not right. Ariane went had a chest infection. She's been really poorly, and I must have got it from her. So I rarely get poorly with like small illnesses. When I do get them, I'm absolutely man down. So had about six days or so of just not being able to get out and run, just resting. So yeah, shocking. So completely chalked last week off as a bit of a loss. Not really too concerned, just is what it is. Wanted to make sure I'm fully recovered. So I don't know if I'm fully recovered today. I'm about to find out though. Went for a run yesterday, a bit of an easy run, 8k or so, with Ariane Wen, and then Bryn and Molly. I split it between two. Felt okay, but I just don't know how I'm going to be at like the top end performance wise. So we'll just have to see how it goes, give it a go. So it's Christmas week as well, so that chucks loads of spanners into the works, with lots of social commitments and things, and Christmas Eve Saturday, Christmas Day Sunday. So I've got the session this week, which I'm going to do today, which is Tuesday, as per the plan, and then a long run, which I'm going to try and do Friday or Thursday. Just see how I'm feeling and see how the rest of the week goes. So the final thing to add, I'm on leave. I ended up finishing work Thursday afternoon and took Thursday afternoon and Friday morning off sick. So I'm not in work now until the other side of Christmas, January 3rd. So Izzy's working this week. She's working now 3 days, slowly cranking up the work and then going back in January full time. So I've got Ariane Wen, so I'm looking after Ariane Wen all day. So she's got a few sort of introductions to her nursery. So she had 1 hour on Monday, 2 hours today, and 3 hours tomorrow. So that takes her off my hands a little bit for part of the day, so it allows me to get stuff done. But just really enjoying spending time with her, if I'm honest, and getting out with the dogs, plenty of walks and stuff like that. So without further ado, what is the session today? So 3 times 1k at 5k pace with 2-minute walk recovery, and 3 times 400 metre at 3k pace with 2-minute walk recovery, and then 10 to 15 minutes easy warm up, cool down. So before the illness and before the break, I'd have felt really confident with that, because I did 3 times 1k just under 4 minutes per k, so in my goal pace, straight away with no break, no walking. So I'd have absolutely lapped this up, and I've seen this as a bit of a gift. However, now I've been ill and that's been chucked into the mix. I don't know what my chest and my breathing is going to be like and how I'm going to be performing, so just a bit apprehensive. Not going to be too hard on myself, just going to give it a bloody good go, and if I achieve, then great. If I don't achieve the paces, then it is what it is. Maybe it's too soon, but it's still going to be a good session banked, so that's where I'm going to look at it. Right, I've rambled on too much. I'm going to go get this session done, and I'll come back for a bit of a recap.
A few moments later.
All done and dusted. Happy with that. That was much harder than it would have been last week if I wasn't poorly, obviously, but got it done. So the Ks went 3:51, 3:52, 3:56, which I'm happy with. Just got harder and harder as it went on, really. And then the 400 metres went 3:42, 3:38 and 3:45. So really happy with those. The 400 metres felt really tough. I think it's just pushing my lungs, maybe when they're not fully recovered, to that like much quicker pace. So it was good. Session in the bank, really happy with that. Can just keep the ball rolling now. The reason I'm returning now and not waiting until I'm fully recovered is I just want to get back out running again, because I think that's going to help pumping the blood around the system. It's going to help me get better, as opposed to how long do you rest for with doing limited activity before do you wait till you're absolutely 100% till you get out the door? I don't know. I like to get out as soon as I'm able to and just get everything moving again. So great to be back. Session ticked off. Got the long run, hopefully Thursday or Friday, and then enjoy Christmas. So Christmas this year with Ariane, when it's her first Christmas, and she's obviously really young, 6 months old, so not enough to fully know what's going on. We've planned an absolute chilled one, literally not really seeing much family. Everyone's sort of doing their own thing, so we're just having it pretty much as a small family. So that's really good, because then there's no social pressures to eat and drink and indulge too much, and I don't want to be doing that this year, especially if I am when, and still the baby routine just keeps going. It doesn't care if it's Christmas. So the more you drink and the more I eat, the more rough you're going to feel the next day, and when you're continuing the baby duties. So hoping it's just going to be absolutely chilled to the max. Lots of running, lots of dog walking, and going out of Ariane in the pram, and just taking it easy. So thanks for tuning in. It's good to be back, and looking forward to getting the plan back on track. It's Friday and it's Christmas Eve, so trying to get a long run done before the weekend and the Christmas festivities start. Was planning to get out, took all my, I've been doing this super smoothie, like a beetroot smoothie before I start my sessions, and had like a little porridge pot. And then just as I've done all that, ready to go, Izzy reminded me that she booked her nail appointment. Completely forgot about that. So instead of waiting for her to go back, motivation is dwindling by the hour. So I want to get this session done. So I've set up the treadmill. Took a while to get things going again. And now I'm just going to get the long run done. So it's 3k easy, 3k tempo, 3k easy, 3k tempo, 3k easy, 15k. I've got the baby monitoring with me whilst Izzy's out. I'm just going to see how I get on, do as much as I can. I'm doing it in Nike Invincible 2s versus the Vaporflies on the treadmill, and I'll just see how it goes. As with all the longer runs with elements of pace in there, I'm not going to worry too much if I'm not hitting all the pace zones. I'm just gonna give it a good go, and as long as there's a difference between my easy running and my quicker tempo efforts, that's all I'm after really. So see how that goes. But on the treadmill it's quite comfortable and quite manageable, so hopefully get it cracked down.
A few moments later.
All done, absolutely boiling here, 17.6 degrees, and there's not a lot of airflow, so we did 3k easy, around 540 per k pace, 3k at 415 per k pace at tempo, 3k easy at the easy pace I just mentioned at the start, and then 2k at tempo pace, 415, 416 per k, and then the last k, about 200 metres in I think, my head went and absolutely roasting, heart rate was sky high, so I thought let's just back off a bit. So that third k of the second set, if you get me, that was just a mixture of walking, getting my heart rate back down, cooling off, and then a little jog, and then I just did a bit of a jog, and then just as I make the call, or just as I'm cooling down, Ariane went stirs, so as if it was meant to be, you know. So proper chuffed to that. 415 per k for me is going some. It's probably just beyond my actual comfortably uncomfortable tempo, I'd say, over a longer distance, because I find when they're chucked into the long runs in like little blocks, obviously it makes it infinitely more difficult than just going a runner, going to run a like 5-6k tempo just off the bat. But happy days, really chuffed. Good solid week of mileage so far. And then the Christmas plans this weekend are, running wise, Christmas Eve park run with Ariane went down Riverfront in Newport, putting some tinsel on the buggy, gonna take some Christmas songs out in like my little speaker, and then I'm dressing up as Santa, and then Sunday probably exactly the same, Christmas Day, and then yeah, that's rounding off the week. So happy days. I'll try and take the GoPro and get some Santa festive footage, but we'll see how that goes. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit. Oh, before I pack this away, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, make sure you have a good one.